Getting braces or other orthodontic treatment totally normal? Is it going to affect your flute playing? Let's find out, and let's find out how we might be able to help any problems that occur. First things first, let your flute teacher know that your braces are coming so that they're not entering you for competitions or planning to do an exam with you. They will be all the time thinking behind the scenes of their next 6 months projects as well. So just let them know that braces are coming and you might have a little bit of adjustment to do with your sound. Also speak to your orthodontist, let them know that you do play the flute, whatever level you're at. They can sometimes give you a little piece of wax that goes across the wires that will help protect your gums just as your mouth starts to toughen up. Some people find it a real help, others find it a little bit cumbersome, but it's worth a try. The next thing to remember is that it's an ever-changing picture. Obviously you're getting braces to change the position of your teeth in your mouth, so whatever happens to your flute playing in the first place might change further through. So keep addressing it, keep listening to your tone, and keep doing these long notes so that you can keep the muscles all in good shape for your best sound. Okay, one of 3 things will happen, and I see these things in equal measures, so who knows? First one is your sound completely disappears and you can barely make a note. The second one is that your sound lacks focus, it's really airy, and your lips tire very quickly. The third one is you have no impact at all. Lucky you. If you fall into the third category, don't get too smug because your sound might change throughout your treatment as well, so keep an eye on it. Alright, the crucial thing is what you do next. If your sound has been impacted, your next steps are absolutely vital as to how the next few months of your flute playing might go. It's worth remembering that what you don't want to do is find a good sound regardless of how you're making it. Think back to when you first started learning and how you built up the muscles bit by bit to develop a really good embouchure shape that was going to let you progress through your flute playing. So if you squeeze your lips just to get the right sound, you're going to find that your whole reach in your flute playing is going to be compromised. Your sound is going to be tight, your lips are going to tire very quickly. So build up the muscles bit by bit, be patient. The reason for the change is because you've got extra metal work in your mouth. Your lips are going to be positioned slightly differently. Yes, fractions of millimeters will make a difference to the direction of your ear. You know this from your tone exercise, your long notes as well. So I would suggest that you start with a left hand note and you build to find an improved sound. Don't go for the very, very best sound and think, oh, it's not coming, it's not coming. Just go for an improved sound and see if you can get some stability on that note. All right, you might find it's a little bit of time till you get that sound stable. You also might find that your lips quiver a little bit. That's just them building the strength again. So lots of rest and holding the sound that you're after. Slur down your semitones just like you would do in your warm-ups. Trying to make each note match, and it's stability that you're looking for, long notes and stability. You remember how long it took you to develop that sound when you first started playing the flute. Don't worry, it's not going to take that amount of time, don't despair. You're a much more switched on flute player. You'll search out that sound, you'll know the little adjustments to take with your jaw going forwards or backwards or the positioning of your lips. So you'll be finding that sound an awful lot quicker. No middle register at this stage, no top register. Leave your repertoire to the side just for a few practices until you can feel that your sound is coming back. I would keep that going down probably to a low E. Don't go any further. You don't need to make it difficult. What we're doing is just getting the shape and the muscle strength there. Once you feel that that settles, then I would take the B and go upwards into the middle register. Obviously you might hit problems where one note is just a little more difficult, so if needs be, repeat the pairs. Again, just take your time, stop and rest often. Okay, next thing to do is to get some octave leaps in place. I'd go back to that low E. And slur some octaves into the middle register, just getting used to that jaw movement and where your direction of air needs to be placed. So you don't want to overshoot it. Using good support all the time. Trying not to squeeze as you hit that middle register. Keep it here until you get that stability, and then I would go to your very simple tunes. Go back to your old tutor book or something like the 40 little pieces, things that are kept into the register of middle register, lower register, even though you might be more advanced than that. Get strength of playing, build up your time of practice. Start each practice with these long notes so you know where you're at. Once you feel like you've got the strength, start to incorporate some upper register notes there as well, if you're at that level. So taking from B, of course this is a slightly smaller lip shape, and we're not squeezing it, but it's a smaller aperture and a different direction of hole, so you will require more strength for this. But by this stage you should have good technique set up again. Scales are great at this stage if they're in your practice repertoire. Take them 1 octave up to 12th if you like, and eventually up 2 octaves or full compass. Always using good breath support. I know I keep saying it, sorry, but it's the case that we're so desperate at this stage to get a good sound that this is a point where it can be compromised hugely. So if you're doing this by yourself without the help of a teacher, and when you think you're there, just do 1 extra practice at that level, because that's probably what you'll need. It's most likely that you will be able to carry on your flute playing all the way through your orthodontic treatment and get your playing back to where you know it should be. There are just 1 or 2 people where their sound just kind of doesn't really recover in the same way. They'll always get something back. But if that's you, don't despair, it'll be over soon. Keep positive and look forward to how your flute playing is going to be when the braces come off. If this video has been of some use, I hope it has, please like and subscribe. Pop any comments down below and I'll get back to any questions that you might have.